Hey. Hi, Edgar. Thanks for having me over. This way. Sorry. Hi, Edgar. Thanks for having me over. So let's get started. I just want to start off and ask how you're feeling today.
Thank you. I guess poor Edgar's a cold. A little bit, I guess.
Just please relax and know that this is a place where you can feel safe. If you need to grab a jacket, you can.
Thank you.
You can tell me anything. Nothing you will tell me will shock me. Let's start by talking about your family. I hear that you came from a family of very high status with your father, Gloucester. How was that?
It was great. The chef was the best. He made me my favorite meals every morning. Eggs and butter. The guards kept me company. Oh, here he is.
And so, how was Gloucester as a father when you were growing up?
He took great care of me. He made sure I was always guarded, always had a book to read, always had my eggs and butter. He gifted me these dolls throughout my childhood. Over there.
I know you have a brother, Edmund. So how was your relationship with Edmund when you were growing up?
Edmund was the neglected one, but you never let it get to him. At least he tried not to show that it did. Edmund was naturally bold, and he always stood up for me, so I never had to. He was born out of lust after all. I was born in a dull, tired bed. While I was legitimate, I am no less in blood than Edmund is.
So how is your relationship with Edmund recently, when you're both young adults?
I'm cold. Oh, I'm a cold. Oh, dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. The gods are just. It's cold.
Edgar, what happened that makes you say that? I mean, you just need to calm down. No one here is going to judge you. Just tell me about what happened.
Okay, well, I guess it all started when he framed me for writing a letter to him saying that we should kill our father to get land. Then he asked me if I had displeasured him by word in any way or offended him. Then he told me, "Retire with me to my lodging, from whence I will fitly bring you to hear my lord to speak. Pray you, go armed." He also tricked my father into thinking I stabbed him when he wouldn't go along with my plan to kill my father. He did all of this to ensure that he would inherit my dad's land and money.
That sounds pretty terrible. What did you do after he told you this?
Well, naturally, I left. Escaped the hunt. No port was free, no place that guard and most unusual vigilance did it not attend my taking. Whiles I may escape, I preserved myself, and took the basest and most porous shape that ever penury and contempt of man brought near to beast. My face I grimed with filth, blanketed my loins, elfed all my hairs in knots, and with presented nakedness outfaced the winds and persecutions of the sky.
So, you just fled to the forest? You didn't even try to clear your name?
Why would I? I left, became poor Tom, and it's pretty easy.
And why did you choose to forgive Edmund so quickly, even after all he did?
I didn't want him to be mad at me. It was easier this way, and everyone's happy.
Is there anything that you regret about what happened?
Met I my father with his bleeding rings, their precious stones new lost, became his guide, led him, begged for him, saved him from despair. Never, oh fault, revealed myself unto him until some half hour passed, when I was armed. Not sure, though hoping of this good success, I asked for his blessing, and from first to last told him of our pilgrimage. But his flawed heart, alack, too weak for the conflict to support, twixt two extremes of passion, joy and grief, burst smilingly.
And why didn't you just reveal yourself to your father? Edgar, what's going on?
I am a poor Tom that eats the swimming frog, the toad, the tadpole, the walnut, and the water. Tom's a cold. Oh, dee dee doo. Oh, dee dee doo doo doo.
Edgar, is that you? Edgar, who's this? What's happening?
I'm sorry. I know that was kind of crazy. Just when I get scared, it helps me get over situations, just to kind of run away and rethink.
Do you have trouble controlling your actions sometimes?
Yes. But everything is okay if I pretend to be someone else or just avoid the situation. And it's okay. I know I didn't do anything wrong.
So, can I ask you a bit of a personal question? What was going through your head when you killed Oswald?
Can you turn the heat up? Cold again. I'm cold. Just cold. I feel cold. You're cold. I'm cold.
Edgar, deep breaths. You're safe. Just go ahead and put the coat on, make yourself warm, and just, tell me about what happened. You're talking about Oswald.
When I saw Oswald charge at my father with a weapon in hand, my vision became fuzzy. My chest tightened. My face became hot. I don't even know what I was feeling. Rage or fear? Whatever emotion it was, it overtook me. Without thinking of the consequences, I essentially demolished Oswald to protect my father. I don't think there was anything that could have stopped me. No one would have blamed me. He was just a servant. That's why I felt comfortable doing it. No consequences.
Is there anyone in your life that you look up to?
I was inspired by Lear. When we are better see bearing our woes, we scarcely think of misery our foes. He made my pain feel light and portable. I realized whatever I was afraid of couldn't be that bad.
Okay, Edgar, we've talked about a lot of really difficult things today. How about we talk about something more positive? Is there anything that you're really proud of?
I guess it was protecting my dad from the servant. I had let him down so many times before, fleeing to the woods, abandoning him when he needed support, and tearing down Regan and Goneril's rule. I was eager to redeem myself in his eyes, even if it were under another identity.
But if you did a good thing and saved Gloucester's life, why are you so upset? Alright, Edgar, we can stop for today. Because you always avoid your problems, and because of your fear of scrutiny by others, I think you have social phobia disorder. You constantly run away whenever things get scary, and your whole life you've never had to learn to fend for yourself because your dad has always protected you. Edmund's been the one who can fight for himself and be aggressive, and you've never learned this kind of social skills. So, what do you think we can do to help you in your struggles?
I need more friends. Maybe work on my conversation skills. I'll always think people are judging me, laughing at me. Nothing can change that right now. I can always work on it.
How do you feel about me taking you to meet some new people?